Hi guys, BFDI Rise here. The 2024 presidential election is one of the most important events this year. Twists and turns along the way, shocking moments and close calls. This election will most certainly go down in the history books. But all the Trump versus Harris mess aside, let's answer the real question. If every character in BFDI ran for president, who would win? I will once again issue a warning, this video is not to be taken seriously, it's just a fun little vid I decided to make because the election is soon. Just because I said your favorite character has views you disagree with doesn't mean they actually have them, and please don't take my analysis seriously. Also, don't let the comments become a political war zone, as this is just a show about silly objects. And most importantly, don't forget this is all supposed to be for fun. Thank you. To begin, we must understand how the political landscape works. It's too complicated to go in depth without boring everyone, so I'll simplify it. There are two major political parties in the United States, the Democratic Party and the Republican Party. There are also independent and third parties, but we'll only be covering the main two. These two parties are the only ones who elect presidents every 4 years, so we'll cover who would be a part of these parties, or if they'd be independent. I have grouped all characters into 4 categories: Democrats, Republicans, Independents, and other parties or no affiliations with politics. I'll explain my reasonings in a pinned comment, as it would take too long to fully explain in video. If you have any questions, please share them in the comments as well. Now it's time to figure out which Republican and Democrat will be facing each other, which is decided by a primary election. For those who don't know, the way political parties choose their candidates is by primary elections, which are mini elections between multiple candidates. States cast their votes and whoever wins the most states is usually the party's nominee, which is their official candidate, and the nominee is officially decided at the party convention, which is a big event to celebrate the new candidate. Now, let's move on to who I believe would win. We'll start with the Democrats. The following candidates I am about to list are those who I believe will drop out before the Democratic National Convention, whether from lack of funding or losing too many primaries. Pie, basketball, bubble, cake, door, ditty, black hole, pillow, match, fruity, pin, tennis ball, and fiery. This leaves our final 5 fighting for the nomination. Loser, donut, golf ball, leafy, and pencil. Donut is the first to go, and gives all his delegates to Leafy. Pencil drops next, seeing the tide going Leafy's way, and decides to endorse her next to prevent golf ball from being nominated. Golf ball, going from the favorite to distant third, seeing she has no chance of winning, endorses loser to make a last attempt at stopping Leafy, but in the end, Leafy is nominated by the Democratic Party, and chooses Fiery to be her running mate. With the Democratic candidate being selected, we can move on to the GOP. The following candidates I list will drop out before the Republican National Convention due to similar reasons as the Dems did. Fiery Jr., Saw, Spunny, Price Tag, Woody, Snowball, Puffball, and Bonnie. This gives us our candidates at the convention. Blocky, Eraser, Blue Eye, Yellowface, Pen, Pointy, and Flower. Flower and Pointy drop out simultaneously and endorse Blocky. Blue Eye is next, and follows the trend of Blocky endorsements. Pen and Eraser know Blocky has it in the bag, so they drop out to endorse him, and by the end of the convention, Blocky wins in a landslide and chooses Pen to be his running mate. Now that we have our 2 major party candidates, it's time to decide who would win.
We were getting ready to win this election. Frankly, we did win this election.
There's no way we could accurately predict the results of the election, but here's how I think it would go. Leafy would jump out to an early lead but takes a pummel when Blocky reveals she's a fake nice guy. Then, Blocky will get hit with a big scandal about his conduct at Blocky's Funny Doings International, and this is how I think election night would go. At the end of the day, we'll never truly know who would win an election between Blocky and Leafy. They were both very different characters who might try to use their flaws against each other and have different strengths. So I want you, yes you, to answer the question yourselves in the comments. Who would win? Get it big and spread it across the OSC. Reply G for blocky and L for leafy. Don't forget, it's all for jokes and fun, and none of this is to be taken seriously. Make sure to comment who you think would win, and suggestions for other theories/videos I should make. Thanks for watching.